Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. Today, I want to look at the Titanic dataset using Power BI. So let's get into it. But first, I want us to look at a little bit on the comments about the dataset. So in total, these are the numbers of columns we have. Passengers ID, survived, P class, name, sex, age, sibsp, patch, ticket, fare, cabin, and embark. Now what does P class means? Now we see we have a whole is in the data type is whole number and we have 1 to 3 passengers class. So for this, the one is going to stand for, we can say, upper class, two will be medium class, and three will be lower class. Now we have name, and it said name is in this format: last name, title, and first name. It said with extra rules for married women. So I think they also have title, maybe Mr., Mrs. Then we have gender, and we have just male and female. Next, we have SIBSP, and I said this means the number of siblings, brothers and sisters, spouses in the party traveling with the passengers, excluding the passengers. Then we have patch, and patch means number of parents and children in the party traveling with the passengers, excluding the passengers. Next, we have ticket, we have fare, we have cabin, we have embark. So this means the point of embarkation. S stands for Southampton, Q stands for Queenstown, and C stands for Cherbourg. And I said, know that some columns, that is the age and back, have missing values. So if we have missing values, we have to fill the missing values. So now we know about the dictionary of the dataset. Let's jump right into it and start our analysis. It's an Excel file, so we're going to get our file from the Excel workbook. So click on Excel workbook, and there's the Titanic data, and click on open. Let's wait while it loads. It's taking time. Let's just be patient. Okay, we have it here. We have comments, we have passengers. Definitely, we've read the comment to know everything about the dictionary of the data set. So we're going to click on passengers. And this is what we have here. So we're going to take it straight to the Power Query editor. So we have it here. Now remember that the comment said we have missing values. So we need to fill our missing values. So before we fill, let's check our column quality. Let's really know how many missing values we have. If it meets up to the 70-30 or it doesn't meet up, we'll know if we're going to keep the column or if we're going to delete the column. So click on view and click on column quality. Okay, now for passengers ID, we have 0 empty, so it's okay. For P class, we have 0 empty. For name, we have 0 empty, 0%. For sex, 0%. For age, we have 20%, so we can work on this. We're just going to get the mean and use the mean to fill all the null values. For SIBSP, which is siblings and spouse, we have 0%. For parch, which means parents and children, we have 0%. For tickets, we have 0%. For fare, 0%. For cabin, we have 77%. So when we have 77% empty out of 100, we are not going to use this. We're going to condemn it. We don't need it in our analysis because we can't really get insights from something that is 77% empty. Now on embark, we have just 1%, so we can do with this also. And for survived, we have 0%. So we're good to go. Now, before I start working on anything, I like to keep the column I want to work with where my objective are and delete every other column I don't need to work with. I don't like working with bogus data. So for this, we want to check 6 things here. We're going to check survivor by gender. We're going to check survivor by point of embarkation. We're going to check survivor by age group. We are going to check survivor by family size. For family size, we have to join sibsp and parch. We'll join those columns together to get the family size. We're going to do a conditional column on the family size. Then survivor by class. So we have 5 objectives here that we want to use. For that, we don't need the name column, so I'm going to remove this. I don't need tickets, so I will remove this. Fair, I don't need it, so I'm going to delete this. Okay, so this is what we are going to work on. So we have a total of 8 columns, 891 rows. That's what we are going to work with now. So let's start. So firstly, let's go back and uncheck this column code. Okay, so let's start working. Now we have passengers ID, and let's see what we have here. We have 891 passengers. So P class, I told you we're going to do a conditional formatting here. This will be upper class, this will be medium class, and this will be lower class. For sex, we have male and female. So let's just right click, transform, and let's trim this. Now, age, we have null values. And for us to know what to fill in these null values, we have to get the mean of the age. So I have a separate video where I show how to get the mean of age when you have missing values. So you can check on the description here and watch it. So for this, our mean is 28. So I'm going to do replace values. So for null, I right click on the null values and click replace values. So I want to replace all our null values with what? 28. And I click on OK. So we have that. Now for sibsp, we want to join both of these columns together because sib means siblings and spouse, parch means parents and children, plus the passenger. So we are going to add sibsp plus parch plus 1. That 1 is the passengers that have the siblings and parents and children. So to do that, click on add column. We're going to go to our custom column. Now it's telling us what's a new column name. So we're going to name this as family size. So equals to sib sibsp plus parch plus 1. 1 means that passenger. So we can OK, and we have it here as family size. So we don't need this sib, we don't need parch. We're going to delete both of them. So remove columns. We're good to go. So our data type is undefined. We'll change it to what? Text. Okay. So we have survived here, and we are going to also use replace value for this. We are going to change 0 to died and 1 to survive. So we're going to also use replace value to do that. So let me do this first. Let me change this to text. Right click, replace value. And I'm replacing 0 to died. And I'm replacing 1 to survived. And I'm going to name this to survivor. Okay, we are still going to do a conditional formatting on this. We have 1 to 11. We're going to use small size or small family size, medium family size, or large family size. So, but let's finish with the rest before we go back. So we have embarked, and the set S stands for Southampton, C stands for Cherbourg, and Q stands for Queenstown. So let's just use replace value to do that. So replace S with Southampton. Sorry, not Hampton. Okay, then we are going to replace value. We want to replace C with Cherbourg. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Bourg. Okay. And we're replacing Q with Queenstown. So embark means the, well, I call it station. I think, yeah, the station the passenger boarded the ship from. Okay, we're good to go. So let's go to our conditional formatting. Okay, passenger's ID is our what primary key. And we know our primary key needs to be what in text. So we're going to change it to text. So now let's get our conditional formatting. Okay, let's do this. Let's just use replace value to do this. So we'll just do conditional formatting on the age because we need to use less than and equal to, but this one we don't need to do that. So we're replacing 3. I want to replace 3. Okay, let's just use conditional formatting to do that. So go to add column, conditional column. So we want to name this as class. So we want to say if pclass is equal to 1. So what is the output? If it's equal to 1, we want to say first class or lower class. Uh, let's say upper class. I think that makes more sense. Add if p class is equal to 2, then medium class. Let's say average class. I think that makes more sense. Average class. Else lower class. Let me give us a few moments to view this. So we're saying if p class is equals to 1, then what's the output upper class? Else, if p class is equal to 2, then average class. Else, lower class. So, okay. And let's confirm we have 3 of them here. So we have average class, we have lower class, and we have upper class. So, okay. I click on this and change this to text. So let's move on to the next. So let's delete our p class. We don't need this again. I click on this and say remove. We're almost there. So we need to create a conditional formatting for the age. So add column, conditional column. So we're going to name this as age range. So I want us to have just four range. We're going to have children, we're going to have teen, we're going to have adults, and we're going to have elderly. I think that four range is okay. So, and the range we have from I think we have from 0 to 80. Yes, 0 to 80. So if age, we're going to use less than or equal to, is less than or equal to, let's say 20, then what's the output? Children. So let's add another clause. If age is less than or equal to, oh sorry, we'll say 20, 20 children, 20 children, 20 children, 20. I don't think so. Let's do this. If age is less than or equal to, I think we should use 15 children. So if age is less than or equal to, this should be 20. Then what? Teenagers. Add another clause. If age is less than or equal to 45, adults, else elderly. So we have children, teenagers, adults, and elderly. So let's change this to text. And let's confirm we have the four created. So we have adult, children, elderly, and teenagers. Okay. So one more to go. We want to change family size, and we have from 1 to 11. So we want to say from 1 to 3, then it's a small family. From 4 to 6 is a medium family. From 7 to 10 is a large family. So we are also going to use a conditional column to achieve this. So go to add column, click on conditional column. So we're renaming this to, we have family size already here. So I'm going to write family size 1. So if family size is okay, sorry, we need to go and change this back to one number before we can get the less than or equal to. So let's cancel this. Made that mistake. So change back to one number. Okay, so you can do that now. Conditional column, and we'll be naming this as family size 1. And we want to say if family size is less than or equal to, we're going to use 3. Then what's the output? Small family. Let's add a clause. If family size is less than or equal to 6, what's the output? Medium family. Else, large family. So let's confirm we have 3 of them: large family, medium family, and small family. Change the data type to text. So we don't need this column again. Right click here and click on remove. So let's see what we've achieved so far. We have our passenger's ID, we have sex, we have age. We don't need age again. Oh, we need this. We're going to get the average age with this, so we cannot delete this column. So we're going to leave it. We have embarked, we have survivor, we have class, we have age range, and we have family size. So we can just leave this as family size. This is our family size one. Okay, and we're good to go. We have a clean data set to build our amazing visuals in. So what next should we do? Let's what? Close and apply. Click on your home, click on close and apply, and it takes you back to where we were, the Power Query canvas. Sorry, Power BI canvas. So it's loading. Let's wait for it. It's taking time, but let's just be patient. Okay, we have it